Welcome back to another episode of On God's Front Porch. This is going to be a fun one because me and RJ put some meat on the ground. Stay tuned. Good morning. Tuesday morning on a rifle hunt. WMA. This is the first of 5 days I think I get to hunt. Lord willing, I've got some things to do along the way in those 5 days, but especially today and tomorrow. But I've got a few days off work to get some hunting in, and it's been a struggle. But I'm still optimistic something's going to happen. Right now, I'm not 10 feet up, and I'm in a pine tree in a climber where I could climb way on up there. But the cover is right here. So I've just crawled up to the cover. And I'm overlooking a clear cut. I'm at the edge of a clear cut. I can see down the edge. I do have a training class I got to go to at work later this morning, so I can only sit up here a couple hours, and I just got off work. So I didn't get up here until after daylight. But hang around. Hopefully in these next few days I'll be able to get a deer. Lord only knows, but we're gonna give it a shot. Thanks for watching. Here's a long doe. Right there in the center of the screen. Well, that was a very interesting set. I've seen several does. I think probably 6 total. And what I didn't get the video, because I was just in a hurry, is I had to scare these does away so that I could get down. I have a training class at work, and I already pushed it as far as the time, because I have these does out in front of me, these last 3 that I saw, and I didn't want to spook them, but so I finally pulled up a coyote call on my phone, and I let out some coyote howls from my phone and scared the deer away, and they blew running off. And but I don't think they ever knew that I was there, so that's good. And then I hurried up and got down. So anyway, it was a beautiful morning, good set, seen several deer. So I look forward to getting back in the tree. All right, it's about 4:30 on Wednesday afternoon. Sabrina and I got camp set up, and I came on out here to the woods. It's a little warm. It's about 80 degrees, but it's going to cool off good. It's going to be a nice evening. The wind's good. It's in my face. I'm in a pine flat. I got a camera about 60 yards from me. That camera's on a scrape, and that scrape's been getting hit pretty regular by different bucks and does. I want to hold out for a buck, but if I see a doe and I look around and don't see a buck behind her, I'm probably going to shoot her. But I'm not going to shoot her before I at least give it a good look. So we'll see what happens. Y'all stay tuned. Well, that was it for this evening. I seen that yearling doe. She came in, she hung around my stand, within 30 yards. When she came out of the thick woods, she came right there and just munching on some vines. And then she bedded down. And she stayed bedded down for 30 minutes until just before dark. She got up, and then she just continued to eat again right there under my stand and didn't go anywhere. And I finally got up after dark and started getting down, and I shined her with my light, and she just turned around and just trotted off. She wasn't even really spooked. Wondering what in the world that green light was coming from way up in the tree. I did hear another deer back behind me, or two over my right shoulder in the hardwoods. Sounded like it was munching on some acorns. It was milling around down there, and I seen it twice, but just patches of fur. Never did see what it was, never did get a good look at it at all. It hung around for about 20 minutes and then walked off. And then I think just before dark, I heard another one to my left walking through that pine flat. Sounded like maybe 40 or 50 yards away, but it's too dark to even see it. So it was a good sit. I look forward to being back in the same spot in the morning. Good morning. Thursday morning, back in the same tree that I was in last night. Beautiful morning, 42 degrees. Just so thankful to be able to be out here and enjoy this. It's going to be a good morning. That's whether I see a deer or not. Y'all stay tuned.
Well, I forgot to do a video first thing this morning. I was cold, I'm shaking. But I'm at a bonus hunt at WMA. Probably heard about 50 shots already this morning. But pretty sure I got a doe down. I'm at my double up tree. I've doubled up at this tree twice already out of the 4 times I've hunted it. So let's see if it lives up to its name. Whoo! I think the double up tree has done it again. Go find my doe, but if I can get him on there. If you can see him or not, he's right there. He is right there. I shot him back there. Come behind me. He run around, kicked over right here. I got him right there. Well, finally got him clean. Cleaned the doe. Took her to the truck. Cleaned the buck. Got him on the back. There's his head. I'm tired. Let's get this done.
Well, it's about 11:45, and I haven't seen anything. It's been a beautiful morning, but no deer. But my buddy RJ, he's got a different WMA, and he has shot both a doe and a buck. So, congrats to my buddy. In the tree, long walk, beautiful area. A lot of sign in here. Calm wind in my face. I'll be surprised if I don't see anything, but I always feel that way. We'll see. Well, I just had a doe walk behind me, and I looked real quick to make sure there was nothing else behind her. And then I made a quick shot. She's down behind me about 50 yards. It's only about 10 minutes till 5. So, good deal on the board for this hunt. And maybe we got another one left in us this evening. We'll see what happens. Number 2 is down. There she is. Well, this first one right here is a knothead. Oh well, if he'd been a little bit bigger, it would have saved him, but it is what it is. He's gonna eat good.
Yeah.
All right, well, we doubled up this evening. I'd hit a dry spell, so I was glad to get these deer. But as it turns out, this is the first one right here. It came out behind me at about 50 yards at 10 to 5. And it's a little knothead. So it's antlers, but it is a knothead. And then probably about 20 minutes before dark, this one came out 80 yards in front of me. And I thought it was a doe. And it turns out it's a little spike. Got about 3-inch spikes on it. And I just got through having a discussion with somebody online about it's hard to tell at night sometimes about these little antlers. But he was broadside to me and walking in with a spider. And his ears just covered him up. And so I thought it was a doe. I looked at it good, but got to him and there it was. So he's a little buck. He is a antlered deer, and I will tag him as such. This is an antlerless deer, and I will tag him as such. And both of them are gonna eat good. And I got one buck tag left, and I'm gonna try to make it count. But God be the glory. We got some meat, and now my buddy RJ's here to help me. We're gonna get them quartered up, put them in a sack, and take them out. See you tomorrow. All right, it's a Friday afternoon, about 3:30. About to go back in for the evening hunt. I'm parked here in the shade, and my truck says it's 81 degrees, so it's warm, but it's gonna cool down. I'll probably sweat from the walk and to climb up the tree, but Then it'll feel nice here, especially in a couple of hours. I'm going back to the same tree that I was in Wednesday evening when I had that little yearling doe all up under me. So I won't give another intro from the stand. I've already showed you that area before. So I'll just come back on here once something happens or when my hunt's over. So y'all stay tuned. I think this is a spike. I looked at him through my binoculars, and I think this is a spike feeding on these acorns. If I can tell for sure that it's a doe, he might get a bullet or she might get a bullet, but I'm not sure about that. That stupid armadillo right there come out of the thick woods sounding just like a deer, made me grab my rifle. I still got a good mind to shoot it with a 30-06. Headed back to camp. Didn't see anything to shoot. That little deer I thought may have been a spike. I got a better view of it a little later. Turns out it was a doe, but it was a yearling doe. So I just let it walk. And then that was it. That was around 5 o'clock. And thought maybe might see something else as the evening grew on closer to dark, but never did. So see you again in the morning. Good morning. Saturday morning. The last hunt of this trip. I'm only up here for a couple hours because I got to get down, pack up camp, and go to work. It's a beautiful morning, just like the last several. Nice, cool, in the 40s. Overlooking a big old pine flat that's bordered on each side with hardwoods. Fire breaks between the pines and the hardwoods. Got scrapes on them. Same spot I killed my doe and muzzleloader a few weeks ago. Y'all stay tuned. Do you bring anything to drink into the stand with you? I usually have water, especially early season and also afternoon hunts. But on these cool morning hunts, I like my coffee. That is good food for the soul. Thank you, Lord. Another doe down. Praise Jesus. There she is. Here's my doe. And right here, look at there with a rub. Fresh rub, still got shavings on the ground. And it looks like right here on this tree. Yes, sir. Ooh, mercy. There's a good one in here. All right, here she is. Nice, healthy doe. Got her about 8:30 this morning with my 30-06. I'm looking at my tree. I'm probably 30 yards away. I did look to make sure there was a no other deer behind her before I shot. But after I shot and dropped her, I did see a flag of a deer that was probably another 40 yards back run off. I'm hoping that was a doe and I didn't just miss out on a good buck, because right here is those two rubs. So of course, when you find a deer, oftentimes you find another good place to hunt. And I have already marked a tree in here. I'll be back here next month to this location, and I'll be in this patch of woods right here, looking for the boy that made those rubs right there. This is number 4 for the year. I'm tickled, I'm satisfied. I think I've got enough meat for me and my bride now, so any more after this will just be a bonus and maybe go to help somebody else. I appreciate y'all watching this episode of On God's Front Porch. Stay tuned, more videos to come. Appreciate you following.